Thank you again for joining my podcast, Proud of It podcast. This morning I think I'm just going to talk about a topic of tyranny that is actually happening right now within our nation, which is, I'm going to speak on the matter of unequal justice under the law, which is taking place all around our country right now with judges being threatened, judges being kicked off of cases, judges being just totally eradicated as far as with any equal justice. Many are being paid off. It has just become a tyrannical justice system where the mob rules, money rules, and it is not a righteous judging, but a wicked judgment within America right now with how our system is behaving towards what it should be trying to uphold, which is voter rights, and not just voter rights, but just the vote itself should be protected, but it's not, because our judicial system has been paid off, threatened, and now we're in this tyrannical system of judges who think not only do they get paid off, but make wicked judgments against people, and also make wicked judgments against Americans. 80 million plus Americans didn't even have their case heard within a court on the topic of voter fraud, which we all know is happening within Arizona, Georgia, many others, New Jersey. And now here we are having to just bow to the beast again, which is the judicial system within America that is causing many to lose hope that justice will be found. We're in a situation where presidents are being silenced, but then others are being heard. It doesn't make any sense, and it's another common senseless act that is taking place here, and nobody really stood up when all these things are taking place. I mean, they're front and center. Nobody's really saying anything about it, and I mean, at this point, where is our justice? Where is justice within America? You won't have it, because the simple fact is, this tyrannical government, the tyrannical radical left, and also right, will not let justice play out at equal terms. And now we're losing faith in our government. We're losing faith in the whole process of what a nation stands for, which without any laws, without any justice, then people feel that they're being not heard, and we as a people are not being heard. 80 million plus of us are not being heard, and we're just being totally silenced. You go on the internet sometimes, and there's not even being a word spoken or heard from Monday's election count, voter count going on in Arizona. I mean, the internet's totally dark. They're totally silencing us on all fronts to try to get us to not know what is happening. So when they try to lie to us and steal our election from us again, we won't be able to say anything and nobody will hear us. I mean, the internet is being used as a weapon. The FBI and the justice system itself is being used as a weapon against common sense thinkers like ourselves. Common sense thinkers are being attacked, and the senseless are being spoken for. You got to have some kind of common sense to understand what is going on, and they don't want any common sense people speaking their mind or being heard. Even my podcasts are being detoured. People aren't able to search for them. Many things are happening, and where is the justice system? And why are we allowing our justice system to be overran and be threatened by the mob system, which is allowing us to be silenced? And where is the police? Where are those who are supposed to be sticking up for Americans? Every branch of government now is being used to silence common sense. The army is being used to silence it. BLM, Antifa, all these domestic terrorist organizations are silencing common sense Americans. And common sense Americans aren't even being able to speak their minds on any platform almost without either being silenced, banned, or just totally kicked off or censored out of existence. This isn't making any sense. This isn't America. This is tyrannical America run by tyrants who want to use money and power to rule, not justice. They don't want justice to rule. They don't want the people to rule, but the tyrants that are in office. And I speak for both sides of the aisle. There's tyrants on both sides that have been in power for years and years, using their tyrannical means to do so, using the government as a weapon, the FBI, CIA, IRS, everything that they can possibly use to silence their opponents. And that's why they stay in power for years and years and years. Not only that, they're using all of lawyers and everything else to silence those that are speaking out for real Americans and common sense Americans who want common sense. But they're calling common sense now racist, and they're calling common sense people, the old way of thinking. The new way is better, because the new way is really making a lot of sense. Give all of our money to every other country except ourselves. Use our money to fight foreign wars for 14, 15, 20 years and never see nothing from it. That's the new way of thinking. That's that new common sense. That's really just common senseless. And when are we going to actually start seeing real justice in America? It'll be when we as a people speak out and let the truth be known. It don't matter if we have to go to the darkest parts of the internet, but you have to find new ways to get your information. YouTube is just a political hack of a media. All of our news outlets have become political hacks. They don't care. They won't never care. It is all a job to them. It is nothing but a job. They will never do anything to try to stop what is going on. They just use your energy to direct you to their channel. And they don't care about the U.S. at all. They live in foreign countries. They live in big houses on big hills with big bank accounts, and they don't care what's happening to the little man, to the homeless, to the people that need justice, that need the justice to do the right thing in all matters. And the justice system, like I said, is just political hacks that have become judges, and not only have judges become are judges, but they're actually making laws which isn't even in their not even in their branch of government. They're there to make sure the laws are executed, and if they're not, it is time to get a new account system, because they're not being accounted for. They're unaccountable. They don't show up when there is a time to show up. I'm hoping that Chauvin will get a new case and be able to appeal this case, because it was such wrong there with mob justice and nobody there to make witnesses. How do you have equal justice when you're showing people with the witnesses on TV to millions and millions of people that are sending threatening letters to these people? How are witnesses being able to witness in such a way that they wouldn't feel threatened by either the government itself or the people within the towns they reside? They're using court TV as a political weapon to silence, like I said, silence the witnesses and make the jurors plead a case out in the favor of the mob. Until we end this tyrannical justice system, don't be surprised to see more unequal justice within your towns, within your cities. You see it every day. One person does one thing, he gets 1 year in prison. Another guy does it, and he only gets 5. He might get 5 to 10 years. He might get life. This justice is so distorted and so manipulated in so many ways. Like I said, the government is using every entity possible to destroy the real American common sense people by pretty much any way possible that they can. And we have to continue putting this message out there. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of rant on this a little bit this morning. I hope y'all are having a good morning. Hope everybody has a good day. But yes, we need to continue speaking out, not only against the voter fraud, but also about unequal justice and the judicial system becoming a political weapon to the American people. I thank you, and please listen again, and please spread this podcast. Thank you. Proud of a podcast.